So I wanted to make this video to update you guys regarding the whole E90 335 accident situation. Essentially a follow-up to that video that I uploaded on YouTube a few weeks ago. I want to show you guys the current condition of the E90 now that it's been stripped down. I did show you guys that follow me on Instagram some of that, but in this video we'll go more into detail. I also want to touch base on whether I even want to continue the E90 story. I want to continue making N54 content. And if I do decide to continue, would it be in another E90? Would it be a different chassis, a different BMW model? Honestly, I don't know what I want. It's been very difficult to even think about these things lately. And most importantly, I want to update you guys on how my recovery is going, my current health situation. So many of you guys reach out all the time for updates, asking if everything's okay, if I'm feeling better, if there's anything, you guys can help me with. And right here, I appreciate it. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support, everybody that reached out, all the prayers, all the thoughts. You guys rock. You guys are all the real MVPs, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. So we'll definitely talk about that probably first, and then we'll move on to the rest of the stuff. Quick interruption, guys. Our Black Friday sale is now live on our website, vehiclevirals.com. Deals on thousands of products, the best discounts of the year on items like headlights, taillights, head units, performance upgrades, exterior upgrades, pretty much everything. Don't miss out, save some money. Again, I'll leave a link to our website down in the video's description. And if you have any questions, you can always chat with us on the website or email us. Now let's get back to the content. Here's the current state of the E90. I know, kind of sad. The first few weeks after the crash, it was very tough for me mentally. It's been about 7 weeks now since the accident, and I'm starting to accept the fate of the car. Most importantly, because even though the car didn't make it, I'm still here and I'm making this video for you guys, which is most important. Before I give you guys a quick tour, I would like to address the various comments that I got about rebuilding this car. That somebody like Matt Armstrong or somebody like Danny Z would rebuild this car. One, I'm not those guys, so I'll say that first. Second, this car is very unsafe. The chassis is twisted. The transmission tunnel is not straight. This car is unsafe. All the frame, everything's been cracked, bent, torn. The car's, there's really no point of trying to rebuild this or doing a tube front end like a lot of you guys suggested. It's not worth it. So this car, it will get scrapped, essentially. I was just trying to grab some things out of this car before I get the junkyard to come pick it up. Kind of already showed you guys the front end situation here in the previous video, but I mean, we kind of pulled everything we could. I'll probably still pull this one. This has to be worth something, even though it's not the complete kit for the E90X M3 cowl. But yeah, it's pretty much. Here's what the interior looks like. Yeah, I know it's kind of sad looking at the situation, how it looks like now compared to what it looked like just 2 months ago. Kind of pretty much pulled everything we wanted to pull. The carpets, the interior. I didn't pull the dashboard because the dashboard got pushed in and it's pretty screwed up, to be honest, and cracked and all that good stuff. I might end up pulling it anyways because I'm thinking of removing the chassis harness in case I decide to do something with another car. So I might pull that out, but everything else we kind of took off, like the head unit and stuff like that. I didn't really pull any of those components there yet. I might do that though. A lot of you guys pointed out on Instagram, yo, what's up with the subwoofer? The speakers are probably worth a good 50-60 bucks. I don't really have time to list it on eBay or Facebook Marketplace and deal with everybody asking whether it's available or not. So I just kind of left everything there. Rear window wasn't originally shattered, but my wife wanted to test out this device she has to break windows in case you're stuck in an accident. So we tested it out back there. Did take this panel off, which I'll explain to you guys a little bit later on why I did that. But that's in case we decide to go with a certain chassis. Due to the accident, the battery's toast, so I just decided to leave that in there. Oh yeah, we didn't know how to take the car off the lift, so this was our solution. Harbor Freight, $25 each wheel, welded it onto the frame, and then we rolled it out here. Took the doors out. In fact, I didn't even keep the doors. I think we tossed them out. I was talking to Mendy from OEM Garage, and he was telling me that those are normally really hard to sell unless you sit on them for a while, which I don't really have the space for. Talking about OEM Garage, I do want to give those guys a massive shout out. They've been so helpful. Gabe and Mendy have been answering so many questions I've had for them regarding the E90 post the car accident. Essentially, I've been asking them like what's worth removing to keep or to sell, what's not worth removing, how to dismantle certain things. Those guys are full of knowledge over there. I mean, all they do is dismantle BMWs and sell used parts, so this is like their expertise. If you own a BMW, make sure to follow them on Instagram. You never know when you may need them. That's where I get all my used BMW parts. Everything they sell is priced fairly, they ship very fast, and they're super responsive if you have any questions. By the way, they didn't pay me anything for that shout out. They're just really good friends that always want to help. Plus, you guys can save a lot of money buying used good quality parts from them instead of buying it brand new. But yeah, that's how she's looking right now. unfortunately. All right, so moving on to the parts that we removed from the car, there's quite a lot that's happened off camera. Last time on video, this was on the engine hoist and everything was just kind of put together. Since then, we've continued to remove parts off of it to see what survived and what didn't. One of the biggest things we were worried about was the side of the head here, where the intake manifold was just kind of hanging on there for dear life. Luckily, it doesn't seem like any of where the studs go got destroyed. It looks like the studs just got bent or they just cleanly snapped off. For that reason, we are good to go here. I'll show you guys in a bit what the intake manifold looks like. It is fixable, but it's not in the best condition. But I'm happy that the engine is good on this side. Everything else seemed to have survived. Briefly talked about the oil pan having a crack, so that would be something that would have to be replaced. And on the other side, I didn't physically see it, but Ike told me that where the water pump mounts onto the side of the motor, I guess that area is kind of like screwed up or broke or something like that. So that's another thing which can, you know, we can always fabricate something to make that work. Valve cover survived. Injectors, coils, spark plugs are fine. Nothing really wrong with that. Good thing that I had to build a valve cover. That kind of saved a ton of the internals up there. Where you see it? Yeah, there's a dent there.
No, I was saying shout out VTT.
There's a dent here, I think.
Yeah.
A little small dent.
Oh yeah,
A little small dent. I just realized it.
Little scratches, but
yeah, the harmonic balancer survived. Everything's good there. The clutch, which was brand new, survived. The spacer, I previously said that it was crushed. It wasn't crushed. It was actually did a really good job.
That's actually kind of what saved the intake
manifold. That's part of what saved the
right?
intake manifold, yeah. Well, actually probably saved both the engine and the intake manifold because it wasn't metal on metal.
Yeah.
This was in between it.
Kind of took the impact there.
Yeah, so that did survive. Muscleman survived, and obviously this did not. The drive shaft, we were able to put it back together. In the previous video, we kind of showed you that it was pulled apart with like the whole spline and everything. Ali just kind of hammered that back in. I'm not sure if that's okay, but it just went back in there and it doesn't come back out. The rear end, that was the easiest way to remove all the components from the back. The 48.8 that we just installed from SLG. The arms, the G-force axles, everything just kind of came off, which is why we welded on those wheels so we could take the car outside and off the lift. But the idea here was if I decide to get, let's say, another E90 or maybe a wagon, a lot of you guys on Instagram seem to really like the wagon, then this can just be plug and play into the next car and we can get on with the series essentially. So that's why we haven't taken anything apart. We just dropped the whole thing so we can bolt it onto another car. If we decide to move forward with another M54 build, which we'll talk about it later on in the video, I haven't 100% decided what I want to do yet.
But yeah, you want to talk about the turbo kit?
Yeah, the turbo kit just didn't make it. The wastegates seem to be fine, but the manifold, it's cooked for sure. The turbo survived, just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Even both the hot side and the cold side seems to be okay. The blade, everything internally seems to be fine. I'll show you guys what else we have. And we have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff in here as well. So the power steering, the alternator, which I think the alternator got, if I remember correctly, or did it survive? That's a new one.
I think the alternator was okay, but the AC compressor got destroyed.
Something got destroyed here. I don't know.
I wanted to get a further close up here on the dock race manifold. It is cooked, not repairable, unfortunately. Walking up the stairs in the E90 land.
Yeah. Pulled the trunk out. Obviously the tail lights, rear bumper, all the under panel, which was essentially brand new. I just purchased it for the car.
Oh yeah.
Interior parts, little trunk stuff here for the center, which essentially if I were to get a wagon, which it's kind of like at the top of the list right now, I would need that. All the interior stuff like I talked about earlier, all here, speakers, switches, buttons.
Modules,
yeah,
trims, door
yeah,
seals.
trims, everything's all here. The seats, bit of a situation. They're both kind of like bent. It was a pain pulling both of those out. Just don't know what's wrong with it, whether it's the exterior frame or the internal frame of the seat. So we have to figure that out. Assuming we can fix that situation, then it'll be much easier to sell or to use them on a different car if I go that route.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Rotors survived, brakes are fine. Which are the F80 brake setup. AST coilovers, the passenger side front strut, I talked about in the video that it survived. It didn't survive, it was bent. So either I get AST to rebuild me that one in the corner, if not, I guess I gotta trash the setup. Mine's blue.
Le Mans blue.
The HKS exhaust, which is, it was the last one that was available, which was on my car. Part of it was okay. And the rear section was kind of all bent up. So we just cut the rear portion off because we might end up using this for a custom made exhaust in the future. Kept the resonators and some of the front pipes there.
I mean, we had the rest of the exhaust over there. It's just
kind of bent up. So maybe it's fixable, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. But we have it all here just in case.
Yes. Got to talk about the...
Yeah, I did pull the fuel tank out of the E90. And here's the funniest part, guys. We pulled all the E85 out of it, which was a full tank. We put in a 340i. So 340i has a little bit of E90 DNA in here.
Yes.
And a non-cracked E30 dashboard. Looks good.
Yeah, we're that's a little teaser for something we're going to talk about here in a minute, but yeah, we got the full Precision Raceworks fuel system still. We didn't even take it out of the tank, so that's just ready to drop in.
Plug and play.
Yes.
Like I said, I just want to keep all of this stuff just in case I decide to reuse it. I mean, we got the space to hold on to it for now. We'll see what's up.
Taking a walk over to our fab station here.
All right, so intake manifold. It's fixable. We have it on this side because we'll have our welder Zach try to fix it here. But I mean, all of this can probably get fixed.
I was gonna say, did the flange get damaged?
No, it looks like just the holes here.
Oh yeah, they're a little bit.
They're much bigger now.
Egg-shaped.
Yeah, I don't know what else. And then oh yeah, right here. Yeah, the throttle body area needs to be fixed.
Yeah, kind of ripped threads out there.
And again, these are all like egg-shaped as well. And then the rest of it is really only aesthetics.
I thought for sure one of these runners had cracked or there's a crack somewhere in the manifold. Nah, bro, it's all...
Such a shame the Doc Race discontinued these. These are beefy, man.
Solid, bro.
Bro, look at this. They all survived the hop switch.
Hey, Precision Raceworks.
And everything. Yeah. It survived. Oh yeah, look.
The 5-bar
fuel
regulator.
pressure. The fuel pressure regulator. We can reuse that, baby. But yeah, we were able to save this unicorn.
Yes.
As you guys can see, I'm doing some lifting and some bending over, something I wasn't able to do a few weeks ago. I guess I'll give you guys a quick update as far as health and recovery. Miles better. I mean, even I can tell you, I'm moving a lot better.
This guy's out here working on his cars and now,
So
bro. Like,
I'm walking a lot better. I'm not to say I do super heavy lifting, but it's definitely more than 20 pounds now. The doctor was telling me, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks. It's been 7 weeks yesterday. So I'm on track to make a full recovery, which I'm super happy about. It's one of those things that I was praying about. I was hoping I can get back to my normal self. That's like the #1 thing I wanted, so I can still play sports with my son, still work on cars and, you know, make these videos for you guys. And most importantly, play basketball. I love basketball. I haven't got to that point yet. I'm not quite there. I can't play basketball yet. I'm still healing, but everything else good. I'm still a little bit swollen in this section, which was a bulk of my injury. It's getting better. The stitches, you know, they hurt a little bit still. They're starting to get itchy, so I think they're healing. I can finally sneeze.
oh yeah.
I can finally sneeze.
Once this guy figured that out, bro, he sneezed like 10 times in a row.
Once I realized I can sneeze again, boy, I was making up for all those weeks of trying not to sneeze.
Yo.
I was hitting 10, 11 at a time, back to back to back to back. I was doing every trick in the book. Actually, a lot of tips that you guys were giving me on how to stop sneezing, I used a lot of it. So in 4 weeks, I used all those tips and only sneezed twice in 4 weeks. I'm the type of person that sneezes like 10 or 15 times a day. But because of that injury and because how bad that pain was every time I sneezed or coughed or laughed, I was trying to avoid it at all costs. And then one day, it just backed up. I couldn't hold it any longer. I sneezed and I heard the guys in the background, Chris, was that a sneeze?
Yeah, we heard Chris. He walked back here. I thought he was going to the bathroom.
Well, I was in this area hyperventilating, trying to stop myself from sneezing. It just happened. And then the shop got real quiet.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you good, bro?
And he came, he was like, hey, is Chris on the floor? And I was like, oh, that didn't hurt.
Yeah, and then he went for like 4 more.
And then I went for like 4 more after that. And then it's great. But anyways, sidetracking here, I can still feel the injury, but it's not like crazy pain, you know what I mean? But yeah, I the other day I actually jogged a little bit without thinking about it. I forgot I was hurt. Somebody was at the door ringing our doorbell. These guys weren't available. I didn't want them to leave, so I kind of like scooted out there and I was like, So I'm getting better, guys. I'm getting better. So for a lot of you guys who were super worried, I know that first video, I made a lot of people feel a lot of emotion. I was really hurt back then, but as of late, I've been making a lot of progress and I feel a lot better. I guess that kind of segues perfectly. I don't know what to do next. I've been thinking about so many things, whether I even want to continue with the N54 or I feel like that platform is just phasing out now with, you know, B58 kind of dethroning the M54 little by little. I don't know, maybe you guys can help me out with this. I've done a few polls on Instagram and on YouTube, community posts, with various options if I decide to move forward with the E90 story and finish it in a different car. You know, how would I go about that? Different chassis, different model. I've done an Instagram poll which included the E91, another E90, E92, and even E93. I don't know why I thought E93 would get a lot more votes than what it did. It got the least amount of votes, like maybe a handful of you guys. I was like, hold on, wait, I started the channel based on the E93. You guys would be excited to bring that back. No, nobody was. E91 by far was the one that got the most votes on Instagram. And then I decided to do a YouTube community post, which included the E91 since it beat out the rest of the E9X cars. And I put in the E89 Z4, the E82 1 Series 135, or even the E60 535. Again, the E91 1. So if I do decide to move forward with N54 and swapping in all the parts, the E91 seems to be the way to go, unless you guys think otherwise. Maybe my YouTube audience is a little bit different. I'm not sure.
Hey, brother, N54 fits in a lot of different cars, you know?
I feel like, yeah. I know a lot of you guys said the E30. I got different plans for the E30. It's not going on the E30. Would I do another E90? I feel like it would be a missed opportunity to do something different. I think I'm not sold on doing another.
That's not you right there, bro?
No, that's definitely not me. That's a customer car.
That's crazy.
By the way, we work on customer cars, so if you need, you know, you need your car worked on, Ali would love to work on your car, so hit him up on Instagram. I get that question all the time, so I feel like I have to address it in every video. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. I did buy a car recently, which I will introduce to you guys in a future video. I'm not sold 100% on it. I did buy a car. And I don't know if it's the right move, but it was such a good deal, I figured I'd just buy it. Even if I decide not to keep it, it's still not a bad deal to flip it or whatever. Like, what would be super exciting for you guys to watch? How would you guys like to see, I guess, the E90 story go? I don't know, let me know in the comments. Help me out, guys. Even if you guys watch videos, my videos, and never comment, take this time to comment. And like the video, by the way. But take this time to comment and let me know what you guys would like to see. You know, you guys have a ton of influence on what I do here on Vehicle Virals. I do a lot of what you guys ask me to do. If I like it, of course. But you guys always gave me really good ideas and really good insight. There's some things that you guys sometimes teach me. So where should and if I decide to continue, you know, I can always part out everything and make a decent amount of money. I lost a lot of money on the E90, like a lot of money. Obviously the insurance would not pay out what that car is worth. I lost a lot of money with that car. I can always sell the motor, sell the rear end, all that stuff, and probably make like, you know, $20,000 or close to that. Just put that money into like future builds, new builds, which I'll probably end up doing anyways. Like, let's go. Not again, bro. Not again. Not again.
Trabajo, and I did it.
Yeah, what he said.
So anyways,
What the?
God damn it, bro.
Look, we're N54 swapping the F30. That's what we're doing, right?
That would be stupid.
Oh God.
All right, just no, cut the camera. Cut the camera. I'm not doing it this video. Cut the camera. We're not doing it this video.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Or I can just, you know, sell all the parts it pulled off, like the engine, the rear end, the brakes and all that stuff. Probably make like $20,000 and put it into something else. I don't know. You guys let me know, and maybe I'll follow what you guys decide to. I really don't know what I want to do, to be honest, guys. But maybe you guys can comment some stuff and it'll motivate me in a certain direction. Another thing, so many of you guys have reached out on Instagram regarding donating your E90s. It's really nice of you guys to do, but I don't like to take free stuff. A lot of you guys have reached out, like pretty decent E90s with interiors and pretty much everything on it. Projects that a lot of you guys have given up on, or it's been too expensive for you guys to like finish, or whatever it is. A few rolling shells were offered to me, E92s, E9, a lot of E90s. Most recently E90 Montego Blue LCI. Dude said you can have it for free. A lot of those cars are located in like Jersey, Chicago, and stuff like that, which is a pain in the ass. I appreciate you guys offering. I don't like to take free stuff. And even if I were to pay whatever they're worth, do I want to go that route? I don't know yet. But if you guys have any good leads, I mean, feel free to hit me up. I mean, I've had some really interesting offers recently, and I've looked into all of them equally. But if you have like a fully built N54, big turbo, all the freaking mods, There's no point of offering that to me. That's happened a few times, and I appreciate it. But these guys are asking for like $35,000. All those parts would come off anyways, and I would put in all my parts, so it makes no sense. I need like a bare minimum, preferably clean exterior car, where it would be a really nice, I guess, candidate to continue the story. Again, if I decide to go that route. Here's an Ali update, which I told you guys is such a good friend. Ever since he realized I'm, you know, starting to feel better, I'm like kind of normal now. He's went back to talking and being a dickhead.
Hey, but he's still repping the brand, though.
Yeah.
Also, happy Veterans Day to Ali, even though it's not going to be Veterans Day.
Well, it's Veterans Day as we're filming here. I don't give a f. Thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah, handshake. Chris is going digging.
Hey guys, check out my LS 4.8 heads.
Watch out, bro.
Is that what those turds are? Those are there. Yep. Got an axle. Got some oil. And some old diesel. Can you guys message this guy and encourage him to like upload on his channel again? He bought an E30 as well. And an E60 535. And I know a lot of you guys want to see 535 content, but he doesn't want to upload for whatever reason.
Technically, I also have an E36 that was purchased like 2 years ago.
By the way, he filmed a video on a M54 swap and an E36. He hasn't uploaded that.
Get on this guy in the comments, bro, for real. Go.
Cool builds on his side, but he doesn't film
record,
anything.
Yeah. This guy.
Build transmission for the 340. Courtesy of ATS, Applied Torque Solutions. It's a stage 3 transmission. I do have the upgraded torque converter as well.
Circle B.
With the engine and everything, I mean, bro, the car is capable of making 1,300 horsepower with that setup. I really wanted to break into the 9s first with the stock transmission and stock motor first, and then move on to it. But I might just move on to the build stuff because I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to fully recover and go to the drag strip. We'll see what happens. On another note, get your ass out of here.
Get your ass up out of here, boy.
You have this 1 series, you guys will see a full build transformation on this car. You don't really get to see a lot of E82s on the channel. We got one right here, so look out for that one. It's gonna be an action-packed video. Every single mod possible mod on this car. Complete makeover, so definitely stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be a good video.
Coming soon. What else? There's something else in this corner.
Hey, E30. We can go to the E30 later.
E30 is still tubbed.
If you guys missed the recent 340i video, I made you guys happy. It went OEM plus. These are not OEM headlights, they're aftermarket. They're slightly different. They have projectors, a little blue light, and switchable DRLs from white to yellow. I'll overlay that footage so you guys can see. It gives the car a very clean look, that's for sure.
Yes.
And I took the G30 F90 taillights off, OEM LCIs, which looks really good. I get that this car always shows up in the background and you guys always ask about it, and I've been trying to ignore a lot of you guys. Actually, I've been ignoring all of you guys and not replying to a single comment that relates to this car. Yes, it is an E70 X5 35 that's being converted to a new X5M. That's as much as I'm going to tell you guys. The video series that's going to be, I don't even know if it'll be a video series, it'll probably be one video. Once you guys see what this car looked like and what's gonna look like at the end, it's gonna blow your mind away. It's just insane. I think the X5, it was like a $4,000 purchase, and it's gonna start looking like a $140,000 car by the end of that video. So I know a lot of you guys are excited for it. Here's a quick teaser. I've never really shown it on video, like as far as focusing on it, but it's a massive project that hopefully we can finish very soon.
Cheers.
All right, let's talk about the E30. Before I show you what's going on over there, I do want to talk about that we had, I would say, about 160 gigabytes of footage that was accidentally deleted. What? Which is why you guys haven't really seen an update on the E30. We did so much stuff to it, and I accidentally formatted the SD card and lost all of it. So. You what? I can give you guys a little bit of an update right now. We were working on it right before the crash. And after the crash, he was still in the car when I crashed. He was in the E30, pulled the car. So he was actually working on the E30 when it crashed.
That was the day we pulled the dashboard out, right?
Yeah. So when I was home recovering, they also recorded a whole bunch of stuff, but unfortunately all of that is gone.
So
Yeah, we pulled the engine.
oh yeah, there's X52 on the ground.
Yeah, we went in reverse progress.
There's good reasons why though.
Listen, there is some footage that was kind of saved. Not like when we pulled the motor out, I feel like I still have that footage, and that might still go on the channel later on in a few weeks or so. Maybe I'll upload that update. But everything else, like the interior being gutted out, dashboard, and all the wires and harnesses, everything's gone. Like that footage I don't have anymore.
There is E90 carpets in there too. That is the carpet from the E90, by the way.
He wanted to see if the carpet fit the E30.
Because we gutted this whole interior. There's literally nothing in here, and he was like, "Man, that carpet looks like it might fit," and it kind of does.
Listen, no words needed. Don't even say anything. Just point at this part. Here, I'll summarize it in a nutshell. There was a lot of hidden rust. The person that painted this engine bay and prepped everything did a terrible job. Rust was starting to form everywhere. It was like cancer. So Ali had to do some discovery, and he realized a lot of the metal here in the engine bay was essentially rotted. He had to cut away at a lot of it, and he made his own fender.
From Tractor Supply. That is a trailer fender.
Nah, what you mean, bro? This whole tub. Shoo.
As you can see here, I punched this once and cracked all the way here. So imagine if suspension, it's a pothole or something once.
This is a hole, by the way. Like, this is all rusted through.
There's also rust underneath here. All underneath here, there's rust here. That's why there's nothing there now. And it's a different shape because you can't even use this. And we're not buying no E30 fenders for thousands of dollars or whatever these are. And there's also rust in there. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
You can actually see it from there.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yep. So once we pulled the carpets out, we realized there's a lot of rust in the floor that you can't see from underneath the car. And
Not terrible on this side, but on the other side, underneath the carpet, I think I've showed it before. I don't know if I did. Oh no, that's the footage I got deleted.
Yeah, lift up that carpet.
Oh yeah, so Ali already did his own floorboard here.
It's just surface rust.
It's been cleaned up, welded in place. So this side is taken care of. Bro, what are so I looked up the prices. 4 pieces for the floorboards for all 4 of them. They're like $300 a piece.
Oh, hell no.
Bro.
I refuse to pay $300 for sheet metal.
That was $50 and whatever he wants to pay me for welding.
$50.
Hey, the more E30 merch you guys buy, the more he gets paid.
The E30 also has a roof now. I'm trying to show.
Oh yeah, so there was rust there too.
Fixed all the rust.
You know what I'm trying to, this is where it gets really sad. All the footage is it's gone. All of it was recorded, but it's all gone.
A lot of work. There is probably some of it on the phone, but
Also, the reason why the car is completely stripped, as in there's no wiring, because the wiring is f***ed up.
oh yeah.
The fuse box in here, you open the bottom and there was wires fused together. So this was waiting to go ahead and start and then run and then go.
When he says fused together, he doesn't mean like in a fuse box. It's got a fuse on it. No, they were like melted together.
Yeah, so now that it's stripped, the positive part here is that I can get the car properly painted and prepped, interior and all, something that, obviously I wasn't gonna do before. It just really sucks because we paid somebody to do the engine bay before and do things the right way, and they shortcutted everything and didn't seal anything right, didn't remove any rust or anything. It's crazy. If we decided not to, how did we even find out there was rust? I think we had one of the paint guys next door.
Rubio spotted something like right here.
He kind of walked in here. He said, "Hey, I can tell there's rust forming under there." And then I feel like that same night is when we decided to just chisel some of it off.
Ali kind of poked it, and then that was it.
And then there was rust there.
Yeah.
And the whole E30 progress went like completely backwards. But we're gonna try to make the best out of the situation. Now that it's stripped and it's being done properly, we can paint it properly, do a complete color change, which you guys are gonna let me know in the comments what color we should paint it. I was thinking, not Le Mans blue. I was thinking
San Marino blue.
San Marino blue. San Marino blue.
Le Mans blue everything.
No, the Le Mans blue was only if I decided to get a successor to the E90 and just follow the tradition of Le Mans blue, which he's tired of hearing me say.
Le Mans.
Le Mans. Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Le Mans. Azul.
Purple E60 or green E60?
Well, we got both E60s and they're both getting an update here. That's my E60 M5. Yes, I still have it. We'll get to that here in a bit. Let's go talk about Ali's E60 535 first.
Hey, we need an update on the E39. Just kidding, there is no update.
Yeah, it's still leaking oil.
It's still penis on wheels.
It's still penis on wheels.
So I was supposed to buy this car. It was a really good price. And I decided to do a teaser post on stories on IG just to gauge interest before I decided to buy it myself. You guys gave no f***s about the E60 535. So for everybody that comments, oh, you should do the E60 535 with the built motor. Yeah, I kind of posted about that on stories. Hey, E60 535 content, and it was crickets. So Ali bought the goddamn car, and now he has it. One guy replied, sick! And nobody else replied to anything. I was like, I bet you can keep the car.
So,
For sale. I'm just kidding.
he's not kidding. It's actually going to be.
He just got it.
Or it's already sold.
He doesn't know what he wants to do. But just tell him to do some E60 content, even if he decides to sell it.
I don't know if it's for sale.
It's a pretty green color. What's the color called? Do you know?
Tarufa green.
Sure.
Brown. Something. I don't know. It's whatever the f this green is. I painted OEM color. It had a non-M Sport rear bumper. It had non-M Sport side skirts. It had an M Sport front bumper. That was f***ing installed like a dumbass. So I bought a rear M Sport bumper, side skirts, and I fixed the front bumper. It's got water on it. That's great.
Oh, good.
Oh, sick. Some fresh sprinkler water on there.
Yeah, wet sand and buff. It doesn't matter. We got new headlights.
Hey.
By the way, I've never really showed you guys what those headlights look like. Obviously, the ones that I have on my M5 are the F90 style. They have like blue accents and all. Some of you guys don't mind the blue accents. A lot of you guys wish it was black. Well, these have black accents.
Yes.
So
same
it's definitely more of a stealthy look. We're also gonna start offering the ones that you can switch between white DRLs and yellow DRLs, so you can go back and forth. I know that's like a common request from a lot of you guys. But yeah, in black, and we do sell them, and it's on the website, guys.
Yes.
It's got a nice interior.
Bro!
It just looks like right now it's dirty. And it's got some weird ass
It's not even saddle brown, it's like close to saddle brown.
It's like peanut butter.
something.
It's something, it's beautiful.
It's very clean though. For
But I am also gonna get rid of the caca ass trim.
he doesn't like the grandpa spec.
Yeah, maybe I'll keep it. I don't know.
He'll keep it if he makes videos and people actually watch it. But the problem is for people to watch, he has to actually upload videos.
I have a turbo kit for it too. I don't know if I want to put it on.
It could be for this car. It could be for the E36. It could be for something else. This guy just hoards parts and he goes through cars.
Yep. So E60 M5s right here. I actually decided to drive it to the shop today. Hasn't gotten a ton of love lately, and I will say, I did have it up for sale. Last video I made on it, I'd said $30,000 for it. That was the asking price. A lot of you guys thought that was absurd. It's not worth that much. I thought it was worth that much, especially with all the maintenance we did to it. And I know mods are not really, they don't really add value. I just thought that the entire package, maintenance, and everything was worth that price. And in fact, a lot of you guys offered $28,000. You guys offered to transport the car, come pick it up, whatever it is. And I just couldn't let go of the car. I should have just took the $28,000, put it into a different car, and I don't know. I just decided that I want to keep it for now. The car makes me really happy when I drive it. It sounds amazing, gets a lot of compliments. And I wanted to bring up this idea that I had with you guys. I kind of want to do a V2 build for this car. So the idea would be unwrap the car, so take off the midnight purple wrap, which exposes the original silver paint. Get it completely repainted where it looks brand new. Keep the polished wheels from Apex. Instead of rocking the Bilstein struts with the lowering springs, actually do some proper coilover so I don't have to deal with EDC anymore. Change the FI exhaust tips. We have some carbon ones here in the shop, so swap those out. Do some OEM LCI taillights in the back, give it an OEM plus look. Switch out the headlights, refurbish the interior, make it look spotless, do the trims, Alcantara, do the headliner, maybe add a front lip, and whatever else I could think of, just to give it a completely new look. A lot of you guys really want the OEM plus look, the original look. Do that. Maybe afterwards, sell the car or do a giveaway. As far as like how the car's been treating me mechanically, it's been fine, no issues. I mean, I don't drive the car, but when I do drive, it doesn't really have an issue. So ever since we did the clutch on the car, which was like the last thing that it needed, The car's been really good. Anytime I decide to drive it, it's really healthy with no issues, really no faults. So it's like super reliable. All the maintenance we did to it has been spot on. Before you guys even comment, I already know what you guys are thinking. DCT swap, 6-speed manual swap. The SMG system on this car works. I get it. They're notoriously unreliable on a lot of E60 M5s, but we've done so much maintenance to our SMG system on this car that it just doesn't make any sense. It's actually very fun to drive this car with the SMG setup. It's very violent, it has a ton of drama, and it just works. So I don't really see the reason to swap that out and go through the extra trouble to do, you know, a DCT swap or 6-speed manual.
Pop the hood.
It still looks just as pretty in the engine bay as it looked like before, with the CSL, plenum, and intakes from Infinity Design, which I feel like I've mentioned it before, but we are a dealer for their products. So we sell their headers, we sell their intakes, the plenum. It looks so clean. It's part of the reason I just don't want to get rid of the car. It's so unique looking. And again, it's been super healthy and super reliable. You know, a lot of you guys, you know, a lot of the people on the internet always say, oh, these cars are notoriously unreliable and all that stuff. Once you do all the maintenance that's required and you treat the car properly, and you spent the money that you have to up front for, you know, new parts, replacement parts, you're good. Haven't had an issue with this car, not a lot of issues to be honest. The clutch situation was the most recent issue, but that's a wear and tear item anyways. The only car I haven't really talked about is my M2 is currently at the house. That one's actually gonna get quite a bit of change, and I have a two-year plus ownership review coming up pretty soon. I have a lot of strong thoughts about the M2, especially with all the experience I've had with it. As far as updates, I think that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys want to see post E90. Do I continue it? What chassis? What model? What car would you guys like to see that built N54 in? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. I'm getting back into the swing of things. More content coming your way. I'm trying to be a lot more consistent now. I'm gonna try to keep the ball rolling. I got a new surge of motivation, and I'm happy that, you know, you guys all cared and been super active through this entire process. So as always, thanks for watching. Till next time.